Up the ice comes Elliott. Into the high slot, a shot, save me the rebound, they score! Brian Learn, the captain, that's the first one of the season, and the Monsters take a 1-0 lead on the power play.
Well, I think if you look at our club, obviously 3 games into it, it's kind of hard to tell what our identity is going to be. But I look at our top 4 lines and I match them up against anybody. Having said that, we've only seen a couple teams, so it's a little bit tough. But our forwards, 1 through I would say 13, you know, we got a pretty deep crew. Our goaltending, obviously, with both guys coming back, it's going to be a fight for the net every night. Sammy and Pix, who wants the job and who's going to keep the net. And our decor, obviously, we got a young group back there, but with the addition of Randy Ladisura on the back end coaching these guys, I think we're going to see some big steps from them early in the season.
Now an odd man rush, maybe for the Monsters. Lawrenson joining in with Agazino, the puck carrier. Drop back for Scarbosa to the slot. Rashad, and he scores! Mike Scarbosa, the game winner!
A couple things going off what you just said. A lot of guys last season were rookies and had big seasons. You know, you had Mike Scarbosa as an all-star, Andrew Agazino as an all-star. Both goaltenders really found their way over the course of the season. Starting with the forwards, when you have guys who come in and have big first seasons and they go into that second year, what's the biggest thing for them moving forward to continue the development but to also, I guess, see those increased responsibilities?
Well, for starters, everybody hears about the sophomore slump, so let's hope we're not going to see any of that from Aggie and Scarborough, because they had tremendous years. And the one thing, you know, you look at when guys come in and do something like that is nobody really knows who you are. And then over the course of the season, everybody realized, wow, these guys are pretty good players, start to get keyed on. So I would suspect early that teams are going to key on guys like this, and they're going to have to battle. They're going to have to find new ways to produce and contribute every night to try and hit the score sheet. So it's going to be a struggle that way. But, you know, we got some other young kids that I think can step in and do the job, and Mears and Smith and Cheek. These guys all have offensive capabilities, and hopefully they can step up and make it harder for teams to just key on certain players.
And you talked a little bit about the goaltending, but when you look at Calvin Pickard, Sammy Adicalio, going into the last season, I know a lot of people may have thought it was a question mark going into camp with 4 rookies, going into the season with 2 rookies. Now it's almost a luxury when you come into a season with 2 guys who've been through it all before and had some nice showings last year. When you look at them a year ago compared to now, what do you see?
Well, obviously it is a luxury. Last year, it's funny you say that, because, you know, I'm getting phone calls going, "You guys crazy? You're going with 2 20-year-old goalies." But, you know, we knew what we had in both guys. You can cut back to the tape. We talked about how competitive both of these guys were last year. They're a year older, a year more mature. And you could tell in NHL training camp that they both wanted the net. And that competition, healthy competition, to me is going to fuel the fire all year long for us to have an unbelievable healthy structure in that here.
Yeah,